Nobody on the road, nobody on the beach. I feel it in the air, the summer's out of reach. Empty lake, empty streets, the sun goes down alone. I'm driving by your house, don't know you're not home. But I can see you, your brown skin shining in the sun. You got your hair combed back and your sunglasses on, baby. And I can tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone. I never will forget those nights. I wonder if it was a dream. Remember how you made me crazy. Remember how I made you scream. And I don't understand what happened to our love. But babe, I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna show you what I made of. I can see you, your brown skin shining in the sun. I see you walking real slow and you're smiling at everyone. And I can tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone. Tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone. Hot hits, WCAU-FM.
By the rivers of
What the hell? Why on earth are Shawnee and Eddie so surprised of the rising homeless shantytown population sprouting up throughout Venice Beach? You live in a city where the cost of living is high and jobs are plentiful but highly competitive.
The sheriff promised to clear out the homeless by the 4th of July. And a new move in the Venice Beach homeless battle.
These houses didn't just appear overnight.
We're just trying to live a safe life here, so thank you for being here.
There's a lot at stake in Venice right now. Businesses who argue that they're losing revenue because people are afraid to visit. Homeless advocates who say those living in tents have a right to be there.
When you have taken that one-way bus ticket to tune into current events, Eddie, please let us know soon.
More and more of them every day.
Other cities just keep giving them a one-way bus ticket to the beach.
And they become our problem.
Eddie goes back to work, only to find a homeless man sleeping in his tower. He appears to try to evacuate him out of there, claiming this isn't a hotel.
Come on, let's go. Let's move it, all right? Come on. Hey, what are you doing with that?
Yeah, kindness is your religion, Eddie. May we remind you that it was just a season ago that we found you in the same exact situation. We find out he may be a sexual deviant as he stole a picture of Shawnee.
No, it's mine.
It's not.
Leave it alone.
Eddie takes it back because if anyone is going to use that picture as sexual kindling to preheat his fire, it's gonna be that little worm.
Hey, this isn't yours. Let's go.
We find out the hobo's name is Hector.
Go down to one of those shelters, huh?
Hector the Collector.
No, it's mine.
It can only happen to Eddie to be stabbed by a guy named Hector the Collector. Pathetic asshole man. This is almost as sad but true as the night he participated in Tag, You're It, and it took one for the Baywatch team right in his cavity. It's the lack of hilarious inconvenience our young Robin brings to the Baywatch bunch of Gotham City.
Uno, dos, tres.
let's not forget everyone's favorite anti-friend, Harvey.
Where's he off to in such a hurry?
His Surfrider magazine just hit the racks.
I didn't know Hobie was that into surfing.
It's a swimsuit edition.
Harvey wants to offer Mitch's son Hobie the talk. You know, the sex talk.
You know, facts of life.
Thanks, Harvey. I think I can handle that.
Because, after all, that's not creepy or traumatizing enough for a minor to take in all that bullcrap when they can't even vote or let alone cross the street without making it a debate to their parents as to where they are going.
Sometimes it's easier for a non-parent to cut through all the hemming and hawing.
It's not going to be any hemming or hawing. I'm perfectly comfortable talking to my son about anything and everything.
Where do you come from, Harbor? The sex offender registry?
Bang, bang, boogie, let's rock. You don't stop, rock the rhythm that'll make your body.
I guess you ask and then you get, because it's time again for some more creepy underage sexuality storyline.
Plot now, take care. EFT 350, sir, please. Here's your change. Good. Thank you very much. 75. Thank you very much. Now.
Hobie now makes up with a young Nikki Cox who plays a young street hustler, wheeler, and dealer. You know, the young smartass type that knows about everything and everyone in town. Bit Seymour Butts. Yeah, that sort of girl. Alright, our young woken ones, let's get a couple of things straight. I'm making a hard distinction as to what stance we are to take with homeless people in this episode. Do we look on them for a kind of empathy for their situation? Or did the writers forget how extremely hostile and dangerous some can be? Because after all, Shawnee did try an attempted murder hit on your boyfriend by stabbing him.
What's this? This is some creep who stabbed me at my tower yesterday.
Police lab just faxed over a positive ID from the prints on that shard of glass. His name is Hector Clay. Call him Hector the Collector. He steals things from people that aren't necessarily valuable but precious to them, you know. Then he assumes them as his own. This guy has a history of violent behavior. He was serving 6 months at the state hospital for the criminally insane.
WPGC, non-stop music suite.
Leave him alone, Shawnee. His pathetic whining has been justified for applying strong antiseptics. We can let this slide for now.
Asylum. Ow.
Eddie, this is gonna need stitches. It's deep.
Back at the beach, we are now witness for some of the most thorough inside and out police searches ever conducted.
How's the city supposed to handle over 3,000 when we only have 558 shelter beds?
I don't know, Garner, but something's got to be done, and something's got to be done soon.
Whatever happened to your four-wheeler, Garner? Couldn't your troubles be solved by some drive-by investigating for once? It can also be noted that this is the first time Baywatch is trying to tie in all subplots into one common theme.
Just because some homeless guy took my picture doesn't make him dangerous.
Oh, homeless. You know what? I am really sick and tired of every vagrant and criminal on the street being called the homeless.
First, it's Eddie being stabbed by a homeless guy. Second is Hobie's catch of the week, whom is also homeless. And third, we have Harvey being thrown out by his longtime girlfriend, and now he's homeless.
I'll bury you in the sand.
Whomever writer surprised the shit out of this, a million thank yous. It was worth the wait.
Leah, come on. Why are you doing this?
When you moved in, we were supposed to share expenses, share our lives together, share everything. But I guess the thrill you get out of gambling turns you on more than I do.
Harvey was thrown out because he shares a common flaw with Eddie, and that is, he has a gambling problem.
Oh, now that is not true.
I guess to get all cast members on board for this episode, they had to recycle 2 of Eddie's old episode plot lines.
Lost the rent money at the track, the grocery money at poker. Well, now you've lost me. Goodbye.
How about I do even better and write him in on this episode being kicked out for about as useless as I swear Eddie's older brother.
I hope the thrill was worth it.
I'm just on a cold streak. It'll turn around.
He even goes about his way to crawl hands and knees to see if people will let him stay with him, but they all say no.
Hey, Eddie, speaking of the homeless, do you think I could maybe stay with you for a couple of days? I mean, just till I find a suitable place.
Come on, Harvey, you know how the marina feels about pets.
Garner, my main man.
Ha ha. Reva doesn't even like it when my relatives visit.
Okay? Forget it.
I love how Harvey's suffering is our reason to smile because he's so comically unlikable.
K-O-N-O.
Back at the park, Hobie's crush Charlie is writing in her journal that brings all of her backstory to the forefront.
What just happened? Oh, like a diary. A journal. Me and my mom share it.
Hobie tries to warm her spirit with a play of harmonica, and she flags him in by recognizing it as the one she lost.
Hey! That's my harmonica.
Dropped it when you were running away from the truck.
Here. You know how to play it? No. Just like the way you can hear yourself breathe.
Did she happen to steal the last harmonica in stock on the beach? These two enter into a pleasant conversation, but talk is cheap when she enlists his help to portray a deaf boy in an attempt to scam others out of cash.
Play this.
I don't know how.
It doesn't matter. Just do like you were doing before. And move it side to side. Yeah, you'll do. No matter what anybody says, you don't answer. Don't even stop playing, okay? Pretend like you can't even hear them. Hi, excuse me. Could you spare a little change for me and my brother? Hi, could you?
I got no feeling about the scam scene. I'm more interested in the backstory as to the Where's the Beef twin.
Oh, I hated it. Well, you picked the place you always do.
Ladies.
I thought it was a great place.
Hi, it's me. My brother and I. We really need some money. Could you help us out?
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, oh, thank you. See, he can't play too well. He's deaf.
Mitch's girlfriend Kay shows up out of matter of story importance to exist to care, and Hobie's web of lies get him caught in Mitch's mousetrap.
Hi, my brother and I are trying to get some money for the bus home. Do you think you could help us out?
Hobie?
He can't hear you, see, he's deaf. Yeah.
Hobie!
Girl, huh?
Yeah. She's really different, Dad.
How's she different?
She's older.
One thing Mitch loves most about Mousetrap, and that is you can catch, detain, and interrogate all deceivers.
I kept on thinking about kissing her.
What?
What an interesting story. And in the middle of a game. Now it's Mitch's turn to tell a story about once upon a time that I didn't give a shit, but does when someone takes first dibs on anything.
Am I old enough to kiss a girl, Dad?
Well,
Look, if you don't want to talk about this.
No, I do want to talk about this. Well, because it's a little bit too late to get into this now, and I don't want to have to stop in the middle.
I think he's quite tucked in, Mitch. I think you stapled him in there pretty good with those fortified covers that are tucked in. There, that pretty much has cut off all of his lower body circulation. Harvey is waiting to be tucked in, but we don't tuck in schmucks. Back on the beach, Hector the Collector strikes again, and excuse the mess. Baywatch's standards have lowered with each child. Hobie hops to the rescue, letting Hector in on some wood, wit, and lumber. It's laughs for the rest of us. The show takes a turn off the deep end when a homeless man makes an attempt at suicide, but Eddie enters in to lighten the mood by ordering Shawnee around.
Feels good. Feels good.
Probably because the man is homeless, thus dangerous, and he wants to put his big boy trunks on. Plus, it didn't help the situation to berate the baby later for trying to kill himself.
Let me go change that bandage.
Fine.
No, you're stubborn.
That guy's about the same age as me. Maybe if you were a little more stubborn, he wouldn't have given up. And to try to end his life like that. I've always been afraid that I'd end up like him.
Yeah, weren't you the one holding up a sign that read, "Available for adoption or donation, my name is Bonehead"? Domino's, you sure you want your company sponsoring someone of a questionable stature such as Harvey?
29 minutes. I can't win.
Lady, why are you asking him out? Does Domino's or this woman find something intriguing about his loafless layabout schmuck?
K-O-N-O.
No. Why does this man deserve his own private orgy? So has he lost his mind, or was that an uncontrolled ejaculation discharge? I pity the pool owner who has to swim and clean up that frothy, slurmy shit. Save that for the home. Oh wait, his broke ass doesn't have a home. He blew the month's rent on pizza.
K-O-N-O.
Charlie attempts to seek out Hector, who has stolen her remaining screen time, and her attempt to build more of an exposition into her likable character. This leads to another scene chase that ends up in the water because, after all, water is a lifeguard's hummingbird feeder for action. Oh yes, another moment for the granddaddy save man Mitch. However, in pursuit of Hector the Collector, Eddie gains a valuable lesson about judging another person's background so hastily because you just might be surprised as to what you might find.
It's okay. Hector, it's okay. It's all right. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
So wait, you pooled all of your resources to save a man from committing suicide out on the ocean? But not the man who just tried to kill you earlier? We get the point that you save precious lives every day. But there are also people out there that need their ass kicked. And you didn't kick his.
86 KONO.
I didn't have a room at all. I woke up this morning with a snail next to my hand. I touched him, and he went into a shell. I sometimes wish I had a shell that I could call my own. Then I wouldn't be ashamed when someone asked me where I lived.
The episode ends with Charlie reading some excerpts of poetry from her journal that leaves Mitch perplexed as he exits.
My mom's a really good writer.
I'd love to publish some of what you both have written, if that would be all right.
What an unfeeling, egotistical douche. We'll remember that when you come crying for affection.